Hare Krishna, the eighth shloka from the second chapter. Nahi prapashyami mamapanutyat yachokam uchchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumava asapatnam mridham rajyam suranamapi chadhipatyam. I can find no means to drive away this grief, which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. So Arjuna says that he is in such a grief that even if he wins this battle, it won't bring him the prosperous of a kingdom like the Kuru dynasties, right? So he's telling that he's conveying it to Krishna that he just cannot understand himself and he doesn't want to fight the war. Let's read the purport to get a deeper meaning. Although Arjuna was putting forward so many arguments based on knowledge of the principles of religion and moral codes, it appears that he was unable to solve his real problem without the help of the spiritual master Lord Sri Krishna. He could understand that his so-called knowledge was useless in driving away his problems, which were drying up his whole existence, and it was impossible for him to solve such perplexities without the help of a spiritual master like Lord Krishna. Academic knowledge, scholarship, high position, etc. are all useless in solving the problems of life. Help can be given only by a spiritual master like Krishna. Therefore, the conclusion is that a spiritual master who is 100% Krishna conscious is the bona fide spiritual master, for he can solve the problems of life. Lord Chaitanya said that one who is a master in the science of Krishna consciousness, regardless of his social position, is the real spiritual master. Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyashi, Shudra Kene Naya, Yai Krishna Tattvavetta, Say Guru Haya. Sorry if I am pronouncing the words wrongly. It does not matter whether a person is a Vipra, a learned scholar in Vedic wisdom, or is born in a lower family, or is in the renounced order of life. If he is a master in the science of Krishna, he is the perfect and bona fide spiritual master. This is written in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 8.1-8. So without being a master in the science of Krishna consciousness, no one is a bona fide spiritual master. It is also said in the Vedic literature, Sat karma nipuno vipro mantra tantra visharadaha avaishnavo gurur na syad vaishnavaha shva pacho guruh. A scholarly Brahmana, expert in all subjects of Vedic knowledge, is unfit to become a spiritual master without being a Vaishnava or expert in the science of Krishna consciousness. But a person born in a family of lower caste can become a spiritual master if he is a Vaishnava or Krishna consciousness. This one is given in the Padma Purana. So it shows how important it is for one to be a Vaishnava and follow the etiquettes of gaining the Krishna consciousness, right? The problems of material existence, birth, old age, disease and death cannot be counteracted by accumulation of wealth, and economic development. In many parts of the world, there are states which are replete with all facilities of life, which are full of wealth and economically developed. Yet the problems of material existence are still present. They are seeking peace in different ways, but they can achieve real happiness only if they consult Krishna or the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which constitute the signs of Krishna. Through the bona fide representative of Krishna, the man in Krishna consciousness. So here we can take the examples of some of the Western countries which are so developed and are so economically strong that they provide support to different other countries and small countries, right? So they have a well developed economy and infrastructure and good in the education and many universities. Yet somewhere it is a loophole where the problems cannot be tackled, right? There is still a loophole where people face depression and loneliness, or they don't find the purpose of life, right? So that's what is mentioned here. If economic development and material comforts could drive away one's lamentation for family, social, national, or international inebrities, then Arjuna would not have said that even an unrivaled kingdom on earth or supremacy like that of the demigods in the heavenly planet would be unable to drive away his lamentations. So here an honorable mention that the Kuru kingdom at that time was uh, was the only kingdom which was ruling almost on the entire the continent, Bharata continent, right? So at that time there were no separate continents and it was kind of whole as a part. So Kuru was such a big dynasty that it almost ruled over the earth, right? He sought, therefore, a refuge in Krishna consciousness, and that is the right path for peace and harmony. Economic development or supremacy over the world can be finished at any moment by the cataclysm of material nature. Even elevation into a higher planetary situation, such as men are now seeking on the moon planet, can also be finished at once. Stroke. The Bhagavad Gita confirms this. Kshine punye martyalokam vishanti. When the results of pious activities are finished, one falls down again from the peak of happiness to the lowest status of life. Many politicians of the world have fallen down in that way. Such downfalls only constitute more causes for lamentation. Therefore, if we want to curb lamentation for good, then we have to take shelter of Krishna, as Arjuna is seeking to do. So, Arjuna asked Krishna to solve his problem definitely, and that is the way of Krishna consciousness, right? So, it was such a beautiful shloka and a very good explanation, which tells us about how material gains are also of no use to come out of this lamentations or the material world, right? So Arjuna is sincerely seeking help from Krishna to give the knowledge about the Krishna consciousness, right? So yeah, that's for this shloka, man. Hare Krishna.